welcome to the show. We got knowledge, we got humor, we got stories but no rumors. Vino, Romo, Chris, Toney, Kevin, and special guests like Eddie, Vet, Isaiah, and the rest. Many more to come. Are you ready for the best? Sit back, relax, and enjoy what comes next.
Vodka, bro.
Alright.
Y'all want some vodka?
Not at all. So where's the middle? That's what she said. Oh,
What are like right there?
I'm loud, so it doesn't need to be whatever.
That's what you're watching.
I'm glad we're knitting things.
Pornography.
So you're watching
What?
porn.
Leave me alone.
Guy on guy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
That's
Speaking
crazy.
of guys,
Scissor.
this is another episode of the Odd Pod.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
What?
A podcast.
Were you
I was just
gonna
gonna say
betray
podcast.
This is a podcast.
I was about to turn into Megatron.
This is a podcast of the Odd Pods.
I'll be Mega Man then, because I didn't see Transformers. And we're gonna talk about emotional
What a loser.
IQ.
Stability.
IQ.
Oh, shit.
instability. No, we already did that one. Shout out to Jennifer.
Why are you doing this? No, you're right.
What?
No,
Emotional IQ.
Yeah. What do you guys
Do you
think
have
about
it?
that? What
Do not.
the
What's
fuck
the
does that
real
mean?
question?
What does IQ stand for?
In quotation,
Inner quotient?
Yeah, something.
This guy
What is it
has
say?
no IQ.
What does it mean?
No, intelligence quotient or some shit. I don't know.
We don't know.
Somebody should look it up. Somebody
I
with the
can't use
phone.
my phone. I
Alright,
can't
looks
use
like
your
we can't
phone.
do this podcast no
We
more.
could only use yours.
No, you the one with the
Alright.
intelligence. in
What?
your
So I
pocket.
was inspired by this because, like, I realized that I know quite a few people who are like they're college educated.
Book smart.
Yeah, they
And
have
we're gonna name them here today, so get ready, motherfuckers.
like they have full on careers in their field that they studied, but when it comes to certain like empathy or like they have no
I was right.
empathy. What?
Intelligence
Interactions.
quotient.
I mean, I got it half right. I said quotient, didn't I?
You said inner quotient. Yeah, yeah, you're close.
Or for
You're
example,
stellar.
some of these people who are like they did a lot of, they're really smart. They're really naive. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It does, but there's also people who are not highly educated, quote unquote,
Street smart.
and are emotionally stunted because of trauma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
Give an example.
Hood PTSD.
yeah, like you. A lot of people, including myself, we maintain a lot of the same mentality that we did when we were like, whenever we had big trauma moments, like the early 20s or
It's always
Big
05
teams.
in here, dog.
right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out to this fool.
This fool.
I'm gonna give you a big one. I feel like a lot of my IQ came from heartbreaks.
Your emotional IQ.
Yes, like I don't know why. I feel like every time I got broken up with,
Whoa.
I got.
What about?
I feel like I got smarter. Like
Hurt.
I was literally about to say that. Every breakup made me smarter.
Yeah, I feel so much smarter than like. I try to tell everybody like, bro, y'all should get your heart broken. It's kind of what's up right now. I tell this shit to everybody every time.
It's what's up right now.
It's what's
Your
up right
girlfriend's
now.
right here, bro. What the fuck?
I mean, it's because
It's
when-
over.
Shout out to
Yes.
Heartbreaks.
This is what I want.
No, that's part of life. You need
I guess I
mistakes.
didn't fix him.
Still like no, it's part of. It's just like getting your ass whooped. Like you have to in order to learn, right? You can't. You
Well-
never learn until you get punched in the face. That you can't just talk shit to whoever the fuck you want to talk to.
Oh yeah.
You can't grow if there's no challenges.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no fucking stress or anxiety or heartbreak or you don't. And even emotionally, emotionally cocky, like to the point where, yes, I've had my heart broke, but I've also broken hearts,
Mhm.
right? And not cared about how they felt. And so that is not emotionally high IQ. That's low IQ.
Why?
Because it's
He
ignorant.
didn't
Because I'm not
learn.
taking them into consideration.
You didn't learn from getting your heart broken. You went back and did it anyway. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. Like
He didn't consider the other person?
the other.
Right, so that's just low IQ. When you're mean to people, that's low IQ behavior.
Of course.
Right? So,
in that
so that's like
yeah.
kind of psychotic. It's kind of like all I care about is myself.
Those
I'm not
people
caring.
tend to be really smart, though.
Very
They're
intelligent,
really
book
smart.
smart, but emotionally, and that's with me. I used to get good grades, but emotionally, it's taking me time to get involved.
Sociopath.
It's sociopathic tendencies like
Shout
that.
out Dr. House.
I was thinking about Sherlock, but yeah,
Dr.
that's
House.
Same shit.
Dr. House, the guy with the
shit.
stick.
Yeah,
Literally
yeah.
Same shit.
Bro, I've seen clips where he goes to jail and he tricks people and shit. That show looks pretty good.
It is a good show.
House.
So wait, you said those people can be smart.
Sociopath,
The ones that he's talking
yeah.
about?
Yeah.
But they don't know how to be.
Yeah.
The
Like,
people
what
who
I
don't
hear-
care about somebody else's feelings, they're often really intelligent, but they're cold-blooded.
Yeah,
And they're not emotionally open.
Like Sherlock walks into a room, figures everything out that happened, who did it, why they did it, their backstory of their life, and then he'll just straight up tell you, and then they'll be like, "Brilliant." He's like, "You're an idiot." You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't respect. He doesn't. Yeah.
Everything is like an equation to him. Everything has to be about numbers and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. So people don't factor into that emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
But that's pretty smart though, right? Because nothing phases them.
But
They don't
sociopathics.
care if they're criticized.
They're smart
They
in
don't
that
care.
in that IQ. Like
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you need to be emotionally rounded.
you need to have empathy.
Because
Why?
Because when you start getting old and start dying and shit, and you've been an asshole to everybody, nobody's gonna want to help you out.
What if you don't care if nobody helps you out?
You think you don't care, but once you're at that point, you can't take a shit by yourself. You're gonna fucking care.
He's right.
That's why.
You gotta be nice to people.
You can't
or else
take a shit by yourself
Whenever
when
you
you
take
get
a
older.
shit by
There are still
yourself,
people that are assholes though.
She's absolutely right though.
No, there are, and I bet.
There are people that don't care until the day they die.
She's
know,
she's
man.
absolutely
you mean to tell
right.
me that there's old people out here that shit on themselves and they don't give a shit?
He's absolutely
Yes.
right.
And they don't give a shit.
Well, because they
shit on
a lot of them
themselves?
start
Homeless.
losing it though. They start losing their
I
mind
bet they change themselves
because
What?
there's a lot of them that'll
by
say
taking their clothes off.
a lot of them get paranoid and think that the caretakers, like in the homes and shit, are stealing from them and like abusing them, and sometimes they're just crazy.
You're
But
right.
I think that comes from like not taking care of yourself too. So that's like emotionally. That's
Yes,
another.
learn how to take care of yourself is a whole nother level of IQ.
Intelligence, yeah.
Because some people like they'll go through their teens and 20s and not take care of themselves, hit damn near 30, be out of shape, have health issues, and then someone be like finally a doctor will tell them like you should work out and eat better.
Hopefully, a doctor does.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing to them. Like
A lot of
That's
doctors
a
won't
big
say
fat
that.
motherfuckers.
That's actually what I was about to start getting on too. Like starting to like eat clean, healthy, and that's what I'm trying to get built.
You are what you eat.
I told Leah. I was just like, hey, watch.
Shout out to Leo,
Yeah,
which
shout
is
out
a
to
lady, not a man.
Did you meet her?
Nope, but he's always talking about it for years.
No, but I told her, I was like, yo, give me like a year and a half. I'll start to look like, what's his name?
Wesley Snipes.
No, who's what's his name?
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
What he's talking
who?
about.
Arnold? Arnold?
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
What?
Any guy that's built, you think of? Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, Danny Trejo.
I believe in you, bro. They're laughing at you. but I
Michael
believe
B.
in
Jordan. No, we're just laughing at the fact that
He can't
said
like he's
anybody.
like just that guy.
anybody who's cut.
I'll be looking like you know who.
I'll be
Tom
looking like, what's his
Cruise.
name? Anybody that's built, I'll be looking like, what's his name?
Everybody's built, but not built well.
you. So see, y'all were saying that they can be smart, right? But can a person that's
Dumb, be emotionally intelligent. Yes.
Yes.
like be smarter than them?
What do you mean?
I think
Yeah. Well,
person.
it's like it's like certain kind of smarts can defeat books or better than book smart. You know, like
Yeah.
like someone who. Like street smart, I would rather be really.
I'd rather be street
yeah,
smart.
I would rather be really cool with someone that's street smart than someone that's college educated and has this and that
Same.
because they're more in tune with the world around them.
Bro, when I don't use GPS, I don't have smarts about the streets.
Wait,
That's what we're talking about, right?
You
Like
say
mapping and
GPS.
stuff.
Yeah.
GPS.
I'm bad with like directions.
Hey, there's some people though who are really good. My baby brother, I remember we drove to we could drive to one place, new place once, and he would know immediately how to
Some
get
people
there.
are smart like
Yeah,
that.
how to get
Yeah,
there.
I don't-
Same.
Well, it's just
Not
like,
that
yeah, you
concept.
memorize the
That's smart.
streets and you know your way around. If you already go around
Geography
like
smart.
Right.
the city, then you already know like where you at just by looking at a street.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Beltline, that's a common street.
Yeah.
Beltline go all over the place.
Well, it
But
splits up
where
too.
on
It's split up.
where on Beltline?
It's
But
not
that's
the
what I'm
same- it's
saying.
not the
Like
same
once you
Beltline.
go somewhere, like all right, say like you on Plano Road and you run into Beltline, you know that you could take Beltline all the way down to your spot.
You know what's the bet? You gotta get lost sometimes. Just like you gotta
Somewhere.
get your heart
Airlines are
broke.
right here.
There's different belt lines, but you just like you get lost. I mean, just like you get your heart broke, you gotta get lost. Like how we used to get
You mean
lost. sometimes.
Broadway?
No, there's different belt lines too. That
So,
go like in
Beltline
Richardson.
is basically a square.
Doesn't
around
Beltline
Dallas.
turn into Broadway though?
That's one of the versions of Beltline, but I'm pretty sure it's like Beltline in other places.
There's
Like,
other Northwest around the city.
I know
look at
Beltline.
Beltlines.
I know
So
Beltline takes you
Beltline-
all the way to the airport, or at least to
One of them.
So like I said,
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
around Dallas, Beltline is a square. Like it's all around Dallas. It's weird. I saw
Dallas,
the
Yeah,
map.
that's
Dallas
I
is
saw-
a
I saw the
Minecraft
map
character.
today.
Look it up
But
because-
why is it a square?
I don't know.
Because Dallas is a square belt.
I
Because
don't
I
know.
remember
People don't know
when I
shapes.
used to work out towards Denton, I could take Beltline all the way to over here.
Wow.
That's what I used to do because there would always be traffic on 635 and shit.
Weird.
So I remember heartbreaks, right? Going back to that.
Yeah, let's go.
I
Get back to
remember
topic.
depressing that shit.
Wait, I don't care about
Nah,
that.
that's how you get-
I got really smart on that shit. So
That's the only way.
I was going back to that because I remember when the heartbreaks I had, right? They in my mind I used that sadness, I guess. Like, oh, I gotta do something and I gotta be good at it so I can prove them wrong. I don't know why, right? But in my mind I just had that, like, I gotta prove them wrong. I don't know who I was proving wrong.
Them.
But yeah, them. I don't know.
Them.
Haters.
Who's them?
I know
Who
who's
is
them.
them?
Like in my mind, I'm like, fuck
It's him
him.
against the world.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just
Well, it's
makes
your
sense.
ex. You want to be better. You want to make them regret it.
Regret that they left you. I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
definitely want them to be like, oh shit,
But
look at him. He's
I
great.
pretty much
Thriving, oh,
pretty
what
much
did I
saw
do?
how like it pushed me to be, I guess, a better version of myself. Maybe not for the right reasons, right?
But it did make, because
yeah,
a lot of times we get comfortable and then we don't try.
you don't grow.
You're right, and so that, and when we're young, we need those so that we can push us to make us better. Because if you never had it, you just get comfortable. And comfort is the enemy of growth.
Pushed me to go to the gym for sure.
I think a lot of times, like our, my bad, I didn't mean to.
I don't know. I was just gonna say that's the forbidden pre. That's what they call it.
Oh, the workout, pre-workout?
When you get a
Heartbreak.
heartbreak, it's a joke, right? So when you get a heartbreak, right, they call it a forbidden pre because that's all you can think about, and that's what you use to push you to be at the gym. You know, you're like, oh, fuck this bitch, like, you know, like you're just mad, you know, like you use it as energy.
That's
you
a
know?
terrible.
That's
that's
terrible.
Nah,
they call
that's
it.
a good thing to
It's
use,
a
because
good
I would
thing,
just,
That's revenge.
I would lay in my
That's
bed.
not
Yeah,
good.
but you don't use it
Positive.
against them. You just use it for yourself to get, you know.
Yeah, it's just like Vegeta would get his ass whooped and he'd be like, oh, I'm gonna train hard.
Yeah. Kind of like that. So that's why that's the joke. It's a forbidden pre because you know you're not supposed to use that unless you know.
Speaking of Vegeta and what you just said, it reminds me of when he was trying to go God, remember? And he saw that Goku got his ass whooped to go God mode or Ultra Instinct, and he's like, come on!
Oh,
and he didn't
yeah.
freaking off.
I remember
he
that.
just kept getting hit.
He started getting his ass beat. I'm like, man. Then he gets mad. He beats that guy.
But, I mean, also as far, does everybody here know what naivete is? You know, being naive?
Naive.
Oh, naive? Yeah.
Being
Okay.
naive.
The
Yeah.
way you said naivete.
Well, that's what they
sounded
call it.
kinda
That's how-
weird.
that's how-
Naivety,
I
isn't
think
it?
we were
No,
all
Naivety?
no, you say it naivete.
Naivete.
Yeah, just making sure.
Alright.
But I've noticed that really book smart people, and people who like, go back to what I said earlier, people who have those careers,
Then
they're real naives. I mean, naives. Damn it! Y'all messed me up. They're real naive. I sounded so smart until I said that right. They're real naive, and I feel like that's a characteristic of being formally educated. You know, formally, not former.
I think it comes from indoctrination.
That's kind of what I was getting at. I was hoping y'all connect the dots you just did, by the way.
It's like indoctrination.
I feel
I
like,
thought about it, then I passed it to you.
Oh
but-
shit! I that came from.
but I feel like
My-
that's
my
what
IQ, bro.
I almost feel like that's what part of taking on a career does to you. You have to fill your brain with all this other information that, let's face it, it's kind of useless, right? All just to get a piece of paper, and you have to. And one of the things you get rid of is like being quick,
if you're weak, you'll lose it.
which I think indoctrination is part
it,
of that.
It designs
Yeah.
you for that. I mean, it pushes out like a lot of the creativity, like from the beginning. Like, it is all, even from like early education. I think it's pretty tough. Like, once the kid gets to middle school, it's all about testing and shit, and it's like,
Yes,
there's no,
because I noticed these kids, these teenagers nowadays, they're super naive. You know what I'm saying?
they are, but they're smartasses too. They know a lot.
Yeah, they have like 2 modes.
Right.
They can go. My little cousin was holding him Garfield.
They're all autistic, basically.
On the spectrum at least.
Something.
Because my little cousin was holding. She bought these 2. She bought Garfield and the dog Odie. What's his name?
Mhm.
And I'm like, these 2 represent your personalities. Because sometimes you can be Garfield, and sometimes you can be Odie. And I feel like that's all these individuals, these young individuals nowadays.
I can feel like Garfield and Odie sometimes. Too.
I know you. No, Garfield. Yeah.
Garfield, Odie too. I mean, I gotta be real like buzzing, but I could be Odie.
Yeah. Okay. No, I never.
I could be the owner too. Did you know there's a backstory to Garfield? Did y'all see the movie?
The
Where
cartoon.
his dad,
The
his dad like tries to feed him, and then he finds it's like Chris Pratt does the voice.
Oh,
which I don't know why Chris Pratt got to do every single voice for every animated movie, whatever. But yeah, he did Mario too. But
His dad tried to feed him, and then he went away for a little bit. Then
and then that guy
That was
adopted
pretty
him.
sad. That was
Damn, I
So
gotta
he had
watch
a
that
dad.
now. Fuck.
Who's
Who's
pretty
dad?
sad.
Garfield's dad?
Garfield had a dad who was trying to like feed him and trying to get trash and shit. Garfield's a little kitten,
His dad basically let him get adopted.
so that he could be taken care of.
That was
I
shit,
can't
it was
remember
hard.
the guy.
That shit was hard to
He's
watch.
got
Dave.
such a sweet life.
Huh?
No, it is, and it's like
It was
that's
just
that's
hard
what
to
cats do though. It's kind of weird because sometimes like mom cats will bring a little kitten and then they're like, all right.
It's probably what
Yeah,
was
there's
it?
two stray cats that live
Crazy
downstairs and like they're annoying
Stray?
actually.
Straight or straight?
Stray.
I'm about to say.
And the people on the second floor feed them all the time, so they're always hanging out there. I'm
Cats
like,
always be doing that.
Loitering and shit.
yes, I go
No
to
jobs.
work. I go to work. They're just there, like
Is there a sign
Sleeping.
that
I was
says
like,
no
get a
loitering?
job,
You
you
tell
idiot.
them.
Yeah.
Tell those cats no
Hippies.
loitering.
So in my neighborhood, there's this cat that just go all over the neighborhood. Like, he just does whatever he wants.
someone
Shit.
probably feeds him.
No, I don't even think that's a stray cat. That's gotta be. That's somebody's cat. That he just goes around and does whatever the fuck he
Everybody's
wants.
cat.
For
They
real.
have a neighborhood cat.
Yeah.
It just comes
Many
around.
neighborhood cats.
Yeah, they have a lot
Well,
of
some
neighborhood
cats do
Yeah,
go
cats at
out
work, shit.
and then come back.
We sure do.
You know what I noticed?
We got
They
cats
go
that
into
do
the sewers. Like, do you know that down
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
And you know what I noticed too? Before they go, they look around, see if anybody's watching. But I'm always up, on the third floor, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I see what you're doing,
Yeah.
cat.
Do they have
Secret cat
emotional
city.
intelligence?
Hell yeah, they're pretty quick.
So do y'all got
Some animals.
like? Well, here I know I got a story, but do y'all got stories of like of somebody y'all know that doesn't have emotional IQ?
You go first, and I'll go.
Yeah,
I
off.
feel
you
like
might
my
spark.
brother.
Go ahead.
Dang, you
Talk
brother.
about. Let's
My
talk
brother.
about him.
Yeah, like he's really smart. He's a bookworm.
Pero?
He's really smart. Pero he lacks sympathy, empathy. Not like to a level like the average person would, I guess.
So you're saying he's sociopathic in a way?
Yeah, he's crazy. No, no, but
Can we look up sociopath? We
Oh, I
can
think
talk
I'll look up cats.
Because some people might
He's-
some people might just
he's-
think we're talking
he's-
about.
He's very like, I don't know. I feel like he has a hard time expressing his feelings. You know,
I think that's a lot of us though
he
these
can't
days.
really. No,
Spell that.
SOCIO path. SOCIO path.
so
Oh.
S
Okay,
O
I'm
O
over here
socio.
Yeah.
So
Antisocial personality disorder.
he's a homebody. He doesn't really get out there and talk to people. You know, he'd rather be at home.
I mean, he goes to the gym.
I
no?
feel like, yeah, but he doesn't go to like talk to people or anything. He doesn't even say hello. Like, come on, you know.
But the times that
Yeah, I'm with him because what the fuck?
But
We're
the
just gonna go around talking to people. Hello.
Yeah.
but the times that he hasn't kicked it with us, it's always been like he went to
I
a
got
party, he
something.
went to hanging, he's going to a concert. Like this dude seems to have some kind of
Like,
social life.
yeah, he does.
So I recently saw a post about what you just said, right? About the whole like walking around telling, like not wanting to talk to. So you yourself, like you walk around like that, right? So you see yourself as shy. Other
Nah.
people would see you as stuck up.
No, I know. Like, no, I talk to people at the grocery store, like, because I feel like it's awkward.
Don't be a weirdo now.
No. But, like, if somebody's ringing me up, oh, you know, I'll talk. Or yesterday.
Small talk, right?
Yeah, discount tire.
That's normal, right? My
Yes,
brother
it
doesn't
is.
even do that. Like, I do small talk too, you know.
It's and it's just.
I feel like that's an average thing to do.
I feel you.
It's
does.
see, you guys see him differently, but I live with him, so I
Yeah.
see him differently too.
I'm sure he has like a
And
bigger
I
battery
don't
than he has
think
to
he's
charge
like, I
up.
don't think he's a sociopath. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, I feel like he does lack some kind of.
Social
He's got
skills.
autism.
Yeah, I think he's on the spectrum. I do agree he's smart. Like
I mean,
I
he's
go
good
to
at
him
trust.
for advice. You know, like I feel like he's very wise.
But what if he's
I look
just
up to him.
shy?
He's my big brother. I don't think that's the case.
A lot of times people
No,
who
no,
give
no,
the best
but-
advice don't even take their own advice.
What's up?
Sometimes people who give the best advice don't take their own advice.
Oh yeah, that's why coaches don't
Because they
say.
don't
But that's
want you
because
to
he
make the
reads
same
it from the
mistake
book, so
they
he's just
did.
sharing what he read. You
That's
know,
why,
he's sharing
man.
that knowledge.
Because they don't want you to make the same mistake they do. That's the reason why they have the best advice, because they knew what the fuck they went wrong.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
I do that all the time. Shit.
Yeah, that's from experience.
Yeah.
Right. And
Like,
sometimes
don't
yeah.
make the same mistake I did.
those usually give you the best advice too.
Yeah, watch your gas tank when you're
This
filling it up.
meme reminds me of
Shut
you.
the fuck up, man.
Wait,
Hey, don't get gassed,
Shut
all right?
the fuck up.
don't
This
lock
meme
your
reminds
windows
me
on
of you.
yourself.
Hey, don't tell people that story.
This
Oh,
meme reminds me of Tony.
Oh yeah.
You see? It said.
It's a meme that's
Wait.
yes.
I thought memes had to have words.
Hey, this is memes 2.0.
It's because right now,
That
now it's
looks
going
like you.
around.
I
I
ain't
just
gonna lie
screenshot
to
the
you.
picture, but right now it's going around and they have like scenario.
Oh, okay.
Right,
okay.
but
That's a big chin.
He is always doing that. He's always putting his hand.
No.
Tony's like always putting his hand on your shoulder, like,
It's like,
look,
man, I'm trying to
look.
tell you, bro. Sometimes that's what you need to get your attention.
I know, right?
Heavy
It's like,
hands.
look, bro, I'm telling you, brother.
So do you want to tell your story that you've been?
Oh, okay. So there's this one time, right? So I was with my homies. So my boy, he got his girl, right? She's probably the front girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then remember homegirl I told you about?
Mm-hmm. The one didn't work out?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I do.
So there was one time, right, before them two got together, she kept bringing up this little event that like happened, right? And like my boy was involved. Like it was like with him and another chick. And so it's like when you keep bringing up another chick in front of his girl, you keep doing it.
It's like, are you stupid?
Yeah, like all right, one time, cool. You didn't know that it happened. Then you did it again, like 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Then you did it again.
Can you not read the room?
I'm just like, yeah. Can you not see? Like this is pissing her off.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, yeah.
Oh, that's low intelligence, right? Low emotional.
Well,
intelligence.
she's book smart though, cause she's in like college and she goes to UT and everything. She's studying to be a
something smart.
No, very
like
analytically
she's
smart.
studying to be a
But,
doctor, yeah.
yeah.
But
Common
it's just
sense
like,
smart?
yeah, you ain't got no common sense.
Common
Like how
sense,
do you how you pass your test and everything in college, but you can't figure this out?
Yeah.
This is simple.
Yeah.
Because nobody ever graded her on
What-
it. She doesn't get a grade on it. You know what I'm saying?
Like she's very oblivious.
Yeah.
What do they-
No, that's a test.
What do they say? They say,
Right.
"Can't you read the room, bro?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people
people
can't.
can't, some people
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, for
How do you
real.
read them illiterate?
How do you read a room?
They can't even read themselves. They don't even have any self-awareness. That's crazy. How are they gonna read everybody else?
Do you think your brother can read a room?
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
I think he.
I feel like
can
he's
read.
very naive, like you're saying. I think he's very naive.
I see.
Naive.
You think?
He's pretty naive. Like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Like with women?
I don't know. Especially with women. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like he lacks the intelligence there. He thinks he knows it all because he reads it about it, you know? So he'll try to apply like that knowledge that he's read, but it doesn't work.
This reminds me of like a character on the show.
Millhouse. No.
No. Dang. But I know what you're saying. Dang.
That was funny because I just heard like a clip
Hear
where they
this,
were talking
ladies.
about
Go
Millhouse.
break his heart right now.
Fuck no, don't do that shit.
Nah, he will get stronger
might
out of
get
it.
shot.
Nah, he doesn't need it. No, he doesn't necessarily need that. Some
Yes, he
people find-
does. Yes,
What,
he does.
I think it's cool when people like meet their loves in high school and then they just stay together forever.
I bet you they hate each other.
I
Hey.
mean, who doesn't hate each other after 30 years?
While breaking,
You know?
while motherfuckers breaking your heart, making you smart, there's motherfuckers who getting their heart broken and killing people for it.
That's fucking crazy. Fucking
I'm
idiot.
just saying.
Weak
Yeah, you go
as
two ways.
I know,
Two
right?
ways.
They have a path to choose.
Don't break hearts.
That's
It's
all
not
we
good, and it weighs on you too.
Not on purpose, at least. I mean,
On
sometimes-
purpose is even worse.
Yeah, sometimes you
That
have no
should even
choice.
tell you that.
If somebody's deeply
Listen.
in love with you and you just don't feel them like that, you
If
have
I
to
got-
break their
If
heart.
I gotta tell you not to do it on purpose, your IQ level is beyond low.
If y'all
That
know-
shit's in the negatives.
No, what I mean on purpose, like cheating on somebody or
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like your IQ level, like what made you think that was okay?
Unless it's 3D chess and they're like, yo, I want her to break up with me, so I'm gonna cheat to get her.
Why would there's many ways to do it.
Is that even still?
There's
Yeah, that's what I'm
other
saying.
ways.
That makes it.
I've never been in that situation.
How about
I'm
you
just saying.
tell
possible.
I feel-
don't
I know
think-
what
I'm
you
not
would
feeling
think
you,
of.
bro.
That's hard.
Or you could just
That's
tell
harder
them,
than
"No,
cheating."
she don't- you're
I
not-
don't know.
I can't
I think for some people
face
it
her,
is.
so I'm gonna cheat on her.
That's crazy.
I think for
don't know
some
how
people-
do that. I don't know.
I think the whole
I would feel like a whore.
confrontation is so scary that they'd rather just like
You're a coward.
let them. Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. Actually, this past week, I have two situations where I was talking to some people. We were talking about relationship, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not saying, definitely not saying no names, but this person admitted
Who?
I was in a relationship
Who?
where I was so unhappy that I couldn't tell the guy. Right? I couldn't tell. I was afraid. I was afraid of the confrontation, and I cheated. I cheated out of just like kind of.
girl?
Yeah, it was a girl. It was a girl.
Oh, no, she was afraid of getting beat.
Nah, bro.
But it's like she could have gotten her ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dangerous.
For real, like just
Know who you're
be
dating.
honest.
That's
I know
what-
it
I
sucks.
wish.
If-
Honesty
if-
is the best policy.
If you
like,
get with
Yeah.
somebody, then you should at least be able to say,
Honest.
okay, I can at least tell you I'm gonna break up with you. I don't want to
having
be
a-
with you.
Unless
right?
you, but see what happens is people become manipulative on the other side, and they're like, "I'll fucking kill myself if you break up," and they're like, "Damn,
And
well, I
I'll-
want you to break up with me then."
I'll be honest. I'll put myself on the spot. I think that's what happened in my last relationship and my marriage. Basically, I think
I think everybody's uses that.
I think
You were married?
I think
Situations.
I think she was unhappy
I
and
thought you were
just
gay.
Hey, yeah.
you could be married still.
I thought-
Dun, dun, dun.
Let him
he
finish. Ascended.
I think she was so. I think she got to a point where she was unhappy, but didn't know how to approach me about. I don't like. I just want to leave and actually mean it and leave, right, and break up instead of just like saying these things that she was like.
It's
Well,
like heartbreak is the thing these days.
yeah,
Wink, wink.
yeah.
It's trendy.
So she went and did this thing that's like,
It's trending on
well,
Twitter.
he'll have to break up with me now, right? If he
Right.
finds out, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel that that's obviously this is not what she said.
I can understand.
This is me.
Confrontation is scary.
Confrontation's the worst.
It is
sometimes.
scary, but you have to.
Yeah,
Do you-
you're right.
do you
That's the
think-
way to grow.
Do you think you could tell a girl like
Yes, I
after a
could.
while, like, hey,
Nowadays,
I'm not
yes.
happy.
Yes, I could.
I don't
But
think we
it's
should
hard.
stay
I
I
together.
tell
can't
him all
even-
the time. No, just kidding.
I can't even tell my boss I'm unhappy. Like,
So how you going to?
I know, I know.
I told my boss, and she was very supportive.
well, I'm sure they
told
are.
Her, I told her I don't think teaching's for me. I straight up I think I'm gonna quit very soon. I don't expect me for me to stay here. She's like,
What?
"Oh,
Damn.
I'm so sorry." She's
I
like-
feel you, girl.
She's like, I'm so sorry to hear that, this and that, but let me know if you need help in the future.
What?
And then she's like, do you have any backup plans? She was worried that I was gonna be jobless.
Well, you're lucky because now
But
My
I
boyfriend works at
straight up told
UPS.
her.
I'm gonna be all right.
I'm going back to UPS.
She,
Do not come back to UPS.
Why? Be
It's not worth
good.
it.
I like it.
you could be a
That's
manager.
where
or
my back
something.
problem started.
But
I wonder what
She's
they
trying to
were-
help me now.
I wonder what they were
y'all
even
reminded me
playing.
of a confrontational moment. And
Go
I
ahead.
ran like a bitch too from it.
Dang.
Boom, that's emotional and
Like,
intelligent.
So-
He's Sonic.
So you know this girl.
Her name is
in
Not a-
2017.
You better get the
Oh, you
date
know
fucking
her?
right.
This was
bro.
BA before Amy. So it
Better
doesn't.
say-
You know her?
You better get the date right.
So this girl, I guess
I know who it is.
she.
It's
she
1995.
I told her about it.
I know all of them.
She liked me and I kind of liked her, but not really. It was
Wow.
it was
So
more
you did
of
or you
like
didn't?
You just avoided the shit out of it.
like
Did or you
it's
didn't?
because the thing is she made it to where like she liked me too fast, and when somebody likes you too fast, you're just like
I know exactly
When
how
they're
you
too
mean,
available?
brother.
yeah like they already start saying like.
I
Well,
love
she
you.
didn't say it right, but like people who
She
start
had the
saying
vibes though. Of,
I
like
love
I
you,
love
like
you. quick.
Patrick.
yeah,
look.
she could say I love you right
She
away.
would
like
always
give you
go to his
nicknames and
area.
shit.
She would wait for him. She would like be looking for him to show up to
What?
work. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Always
exactly.
asking about him.
That
You
obsessive
know, hey, where's
shit.
Kevin? Where's Kevin? Where's
Stalker
Kevin?
energy.
Yeah, bro.
And she was a real smart girl. She was smart.
Oh
Like,
shit.
She was cool. Don't get me wrong.
She was
a
cool.
really- yeah, she was
Oh,
cool.
shit.
But just her emotional
but
IQ.
she wasn't good looking.
Oh, and
Oh.
her physical IQ.
That's rude.
Well,
So-
I wouldn't
Let's
say
be
that
straight up,
either,
let's
but,
be
like,
Physical IQ, I'm dead, bro.
damn.
So that's what this is about.
Nah, that's not what it's about.
No, it
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
For me,
I
what
think
did it was
you should be
I'm sorry to
honest.
say this, but it was just like a shower cap.
Shower cap.
Yes, like
Whoa.
some people would wear
You
like
sure we don't want to cut this out?
maybe.
That's a
guess.
cultural thing, brother. No.
That's a
Hey,
no, it's a personal
I
preference.
also I could, that's why I
It's
couldn't
a-
stay with Ebony because she wore when I found out she wore a shower cap to go to bed. I was like,
But that's to go to bed.
Oh, to go to
But I
bed.
just-
If you go in
That's
public,
not
that's
full
different.
shower
Yes,
cap.
it was in
Yeah.
public.
but it
Yeah,
changes
guys
your
are
whole
hands.
look.
I say I wear shower caps when I'm in the shower.
It changed
I
your whole
don't know
look.
about that, though.
I
That's-
don't know. It really
So,
broke.
well, if your
It really
hair's
broke
bad,
this fantasy.
For
I
me,
had
it was
about
in
it.
public.
Okay, no, that's too
Yeah.
far.
It's like
Okay, I
a
can
like
do
a
that.
do, like
I'm supposed to do my thing, looking at you in a shower cap. I can't.
You do.
And it's, there's not much under there either. That's why you wear the
was
shower
it
cap.
every night?
I mean, yes, you wear the shower cap every night.
Every
This,
night? Oh.
yeah,
You
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
Well,
say,
you couldn't
hey,
be like, take
you
it
mind?
off for 5 minutes.
You didn't confront her.
You didn't.
I didn't want to.
Yeah,
I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Hey,
Low
I didn't.
IQ.
Hey, if I'm being completely honest, you're probably right. You're right.
Hold on.
I didn't want to come off as a racist.
Hold on.
That's not even.
Wait.
I felt. This is
So
how I
you tell
felt.
me.
That's
Wait.
not
You tell me you were smashing while she was wearing it.
He couldn't, is what he's saying.
No, I could. I didn't like.
But you
He
did
didn't
though.
like
Did
it. It
you
was
anyway?
turned on.
once.
Like,
I did it once, and it just didn't. Because when I was grabbing, and I was
the
like,
fact that it stayed on, bro. You wasn't hitting it that hard, dog. You couldn't have. Been.
I didn't want it to come off because there was not much
Sexual-
under there.
sexual
I would have
IQ.
ripped that shit up, but man.
Bro, there wasn't much
She might
under
have beat his
there.
ass, though.
I'm saying like the
Fuck, you said low grip
Low
IQ.
grip IQ.
You don't get
I'm telling
it.
you,
Without
man,
the weaves, this girl did not look good.
Look, bro.
And I found that out the hard
You
way.
having sex,
I
bro.
found
You
that out the
don't care
hard way.
about none of that, bro. All you care about is one thing.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
All you care about
I
one
got
thing
it. I
is
got a
pleasing
bit.
her and pleasing
Because
yourself.
what once
I
you're
wasn't
like,
being pleased.
Hey, we're talking about IQ. What are you?
Exactly, and
about?
that's
Right.
my
Wait, that's a different topic.
We're talking about emotional.
that's dick
Hey,
IQ.
this is emotion.
Dick IQ is different.
No,
That's
that's
because
also
you like
emotion
nothing
because you
better
care about her
Dick
emotions
IQ?
and your emotions.
There's
You're
So-
trying to please her and yourself.
So how can I please myself if I can't get
If you're not attracted
exactly.
to her. So that's what happened with me.
Wait, okay, in that case,
That's
why are
what
you
you
in this
like.
position anyway?
Because she had hair before, and now she
So
doesn't.
you're telling me
Now
that
she
it-
bald,
you
bro.
didn't
Every
find
night.
out that she didn't have hair until you got in the bedroom?
Yes.
Damn, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I mean, he's
Yeah, she got her.
I didn't know how long it was. I thought she had.
That's completely
I thought it
his
was
fault.
at least here.
Like, there had to
No.
be signs somewhere,
Mexican,
right?
bro.
No, she wore. Okay, I was.
She
I mean,
could've
unless
said
she
it
was
too,
very
though.
thorough.
I don't know
could've said-
anything about how this kind of
You
hair works.
could've
So this is my first black
When
girlfriend.
was this? How old
His
was
hand.
23.
23? Okay, so 23.
How old were you?
Me?
23.
No,
No,
I was
hell.
happy.
So
He
23.
did that meme.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
what
sure
it-
you were smart enough to find some type of
I saw
signs
the
that she
chin
had
go like
real
this.
hair.
What about the vag? How was the hair there? Same?
The what?
Different? Less?
I feel like I don't want to expose this.
Oh, yeah,
girl.
you're
The
right. You
carpet,
shouldn't.
the
You shouldn't.
carpet.
Oh, because
Tia.
you said her name.
I did, but I shouldn't watch this.
Okay.
Listen,
it could be
sure?
anybody of that because that's
What if
not
she
a,
just
that's
From
not
now
a
on,
name.
hey,
tomorrow.
watch. From now
You know
on.
what? I feel like
Hey,
watching
from now on,
something
every she's
odd
gonna mess
today.
with. He's gonna.
Cause don't lie, cause look, he saw her. She was pretty darn good looking, right?
Yeah.
And all I saw was the thickness and the long hair. And I'm like, yo, I'm like Nelly. I'm just looking for cornrows. You know
It's
what I'm
like,
saying?
I really like this one girl, and she was bigger than my usual type, and after a while...
Start with a C.
A torta.
Huh?
Start with a C.
Oh, that's
It
a
doesn't
C.
matter what her name starts with. But what I'm saying is the whole point of the story. I'm not saying, I'm not doing names like you. But she,
Give her a nickname.
Fatty or something. I don't know. So like, when you smash it after a certain point, the whole empathy goes away and you're like, oh, I'm not even really turned on. Yeah.
Is it?
So,
You couldn't even get it. You couldn't even go in right during the.
I was going in, but then I started getting solid. And obviously that's me.
Yeah, she was a torta. She was a
Because-
torta.
A torta.
I remember her.
But people
Yeah.
like torta.
So a lot
Not
of people
him.
do.
But
Not
the
him.
custard-
Yeah.
No, this-
Me, I gluten
What
allergies.
He's
So
more of a hot.
He's like, give me a flauta.
I need a
You want a
flauta.
flauta? That's
Crunchy.
even worse.
Skinny?
No, not for me. Taquito.
He can do skinny. He can't do two. He can't do
Drowned in
I
torta.
want a taquito, not a burrito.
Oh, shit.
I want a burrito.
Damn.
Everybody has their own personal types.
Exactly.
Gordita,
It's okay.
exactly. So I
It's
respect
okay.
what you're.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I
right.
disagree.
A chalupa.
What do you mean about what?
That everybody has their types.
You don't. Wait. What?
Yeah,
what do you,
everybody
wait, wait.
I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to.
No, oh, see, that's what I'm saying.
So what is your? Wait.
But I
Go
don't
ahead.
have a type.
Let's have this
I don't
discussion.
have a type. I'm not attracted to that dad bod. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, you're
just
attracted to people
only-
who you're attracted to.
Yeah.
So wait.
But you said
Wait.
everybody has the type.
But
No,
you don't-
I don't mean like that. I don't
Whoa,
mean
whoa,
like
whoa.
that.
Wait. You
Everybody-
don't have a type. You said, but you're attracted to what you're attracted to. Explain that.
Like sometimes
if
she
I
likes.
find it attractive, I find it more attracted based off of your personality.
I know what you mean.
If I'm attracted to your personality, I'm gonna find everything about you attractive. Does that make sense?
I respect that. I understand.
Even if
that.
they got
Physically,
like.
physically.
I understand. I wanted to
like,
understand.
Even if
Kevin, you got the
should've-
stuff.
you
I just
should've
wanted
seen
to
my
understand
ex.
that.
He was
Personality,
fucking ugly. He was ugly.
Oh, okay. So
And I
you're
didn't care
crazy.
at the time.
No, that maybe
I
that's
was
high
very-
emotional intelligence.
Shut up.
High emotional IQ. That you can see through it because I can't see
I
through
see
it.
the soul.
Yeah, you're very physically like.
I
You,
have to- she
and
has
that's
to be
okay.
pretty.
He's
And
fatty.
she has to. That you just said a nickname, and that's the first thing that came to my
You could have
mind.
said
Fatty?
that's a cuter name, and it's a food.
It's
Everybody
not in my
loves food.
Rolodex.
But
What is it?
also an insult since at the like
It
some
sounds
people.
better than fatty.
You know what? Pre-K kids
She's
are
right.
saying big back now.
Damn.
Oh, that's big back
That sounds
activity.
Big
horrible.
back activities. Right
Fat
now,
back,
there's-
fat back.
The new one is
No, but it's big back.
My kinder
Oh,
kids
big
have
the
that.
new one is Kamala activities.
Well, pre-K has to
Kamala
start saying-
activity?
We don't talk about politics here.
Yeah, that's for another.
That's
Oh,
too
Bleep
far.
that out.
we gotta start doing debates. We gotta come up with a first topic so we can prepare for that. I think that's
Looks
a good
versus
idea.
Pancakes or
personality right
waffles?
now. Let's
Oh.
go.
Whoa.
Wait, but then we.
No, not right now,
Yeah,
not
we're
right now.
bouncing out
Go
of.
back. So
Way
we were
out of
talking
topic.
about fatty, and then
Well, look, it's because he's very picky visually. Let's just
yeah,
admit
you
that.
are. No, you are.
You're picky
You are.
visually.
You're into the visuals.
Right? Right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
Is
that.
that most men?
I would say yes.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
No,
I think it's
not most
evolutionary.
women. Not most women.
The only
Yeah, no, that
makes sense.
the only
Right.
reason why I budge more towards like it's because I'm older now. I've learned, right? Wow, heartbreak made me smarter. You're right. Heartbreak made me smarter. Like you know what? Looks
It's
ain't all
easier
that.
for me. I like chubby girls. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, me and the dude at work were guessing this about him.
So
Wait,
what do you?
what?
What
Yo, we're talking about me?
you like? Big
Hey,
back?
why don't you just come at
Shit,
me
bro.
full?
We're talking
We're,
shit.
we're afraid to
Yeah,
confront
man.
you,
Don't try
I've
to bet
heard.
on me.
Dorian. We were right.
Is what you're missing.
I get hot.
He might watch
I
this
don't
too,
like-
Dorian.
Your
See,
soul
I don't
is gonna
like
be a
fat.
big
All right,
watch.
I don't like fat girls.
You like
Don't get
obese
me wrong.
bitches? That's what you're
Like, I
saying?
don't like no.
Slightly overweight.
Fatties?
No, I don't
You
like.
like the 600 pound
girls.
life?
I like chubby. There's a difference between
Nah,
chubby
yeah,
and
you're right.
fat.
What if they're fat but they're well proportioned? Because then you
That's
got that.
called chubby.
Thick?
No, you can be. fat and like.
I know what you're saying.
Fat and well
and still have,
proportioned.
yeah, and still have
Fat.
like an
I think there's
hourglass
a
figure.
difference.
Like there's some
PHAT
real tall-
fat.
There's those plus size models. You know, they're fat. They're not.
They're not. I mean, they're not.
They're models.
But who decides
That's why they're
that?
models because they're so pretty.
No,
Some would
nowadays
say-
because of inclusivity, some of the models aren't.
I'm not
necessarily.
talking about all.
So-
I'm not talking about those.
Okay.
Some would say they're thick boned, dude.
No, it's no.
Husky?
Some would
I
say
got big bones.
Some people
No,
would
you
say
don't.
that. They're fucking
No.
idiots.
I don't want to say no names because I might get in trouble. Never mind. I was gonna ask you if you want this. Or
Everybody deserves love, and it's cool that there's
Lizzo,
people,
is that too big?
that there's cool that people.
See, Lizzo.
She lost a lot of weight though.
I don't think she's well, yeah. When she first started out, I don't think she was well proportioned.
No, her
I
head
think
was
I know
tiny,
what
her
he
body
likes.
was big.
What?
The thick big. That's what he likes.
The thick big? You gonna
Yeah.
show us?
Megan Thee Stallion,
You gonna show us?
No,
I
it's
think he's
she's
gonna
not
show us.
fat. I don't think
Nicki
she's fat.
Minaj.
Girl-
She got
Well, see, Nicki Minaj, she
Fake.
had work done, so I don't count her.
Kim
See, no,
Kardashian.
no, not Lizzo.
No,
I don't know what her- huh?
Not
Kim,
Lizzo.
I say Kim Kardashian, but she had work done
She
too.
had work done too. Yeah, I don't count her.
Jennifer
Would
Lopez.
you go for a girl like that?
I don't
Nah,
know
she's
about
not
her.
fat.
Kim
She's
K?
not fat.
KK?
Wait, what?
Would you
You're
go for
not.
KK?
Kim Kardashian.
Okay, so are we saying
I
like
mean,
she's
yes.
not?
Yes, she
Is
did.
she acting right or is she acting like?
How does she
Okay,
act?
then
She ain't never acting right, bro.
because
Yeah.
that's
Unless
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
make her act right.
No, but we're not talking about acting.
No, we're not talking about acting. We're,
We're
talking
talking
about
about-
physically.
No, but he
Oh,
must act
well,
right.
like, look, yeah, but forget her emotion, like how she be acting and everything.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
go for Kim Kardashian.
How about
Physically.
that?
But the way but her mental state, no,
Okay.
no, that's unattractive.
Just based on looks. How about that new hire at work that works next to Marcus?
Shout out to Marcus.
Starts with a D.
Oh, yeah. No,
How
yeah,
did you not know what I was talking about?
Got a lot of new hires,
Oh,
homie.
okay. No,
And they've been moving.
she's
around.
kind of thick, chubby, not fat.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
not fat.
Yeah, there
chubby
you go.
thick.
There you go.
She's
There you
chubby
go.
thick.
Yeah, that's his type.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Not
referring
like, not like super fat, but not like. Okay, so I can't do it. I can't do.
He like
mega
I can't
fat?
do like fat, and I can't do really skinny. Like I can't do twigs. Like if you just skin and bone, I can't do that either.
can't make a fire now.
Right.
Now,
What's crazy is
like, if I
that
can see your hip
But
bones, bro,
what
that's
if
a
she was
problem.
the one, Tony? What if she was the one?
She's not the one because that's not what
Well,
I'm
what if
asking
she
for.
was?
See, it goes back to
You
what we said.
idiot.
It goes back to what we said though. They're physically picky, men. Physically picky. He's 24. Of course, he's gonna be physically
Y'all
picky.
have already found
I say I give a pretty good,
Is that
preference though. I think I give a fair preference.
So,
relationship.
with that being
I should've
said,
been more
is that high IQ or low
I'll
IQ?
text him right now, but
No, that's a preference. That's a preference.
You know,
Because-
okay.
You like what you like.
But they know what they want, so
Yeah.
Well, okay.
knowing is better than not knowing.
Yes and no with me because it's still
More intelligent,
mine's still
you know?
pretty variety.
I'm all over the place. I don't care if you're too skinny or well. There's
So low
there's
IQ?
listen. I know,
Well,
right?
that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm the dumbass here. I'm the dumbass. I don't know what I like.
I'm more of like if you look like you got a fucking eating disorder, no, I can't do that.
Oh,
and
man.
if you also look like that you're a damn crackhead, like you be on that shit.
well, eating
then also
disorder can
no.
go both ways.
I was gonna say too skinny or too fat. We're
Some
talking
are good
here.
at hiding that too, though.
She's very right.
Some-
Well, if they're good at it, then they're good at something.
Well,
That's a
no,
plus.
I mean no. I'm saying like if you're like fucking obese, where you look like you got damn diabetes and shit, and like you don't care about how you
What
eat,
if that's the thyroid issue? You know,
thyroid.
well, I ain't want to
there's
wear
a
no
lot of women
thyroid
that have
issues.
thyroid
Yeah.
issues and they gain
And they
weight.
just gain weight.
They gain weight.
Yeah, I'm
Like
pretty
they
sure
can't
that's my
control
mom.
it.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we should blurb that out for
No,
real.
that's not a bad thing. He's just saying I'm not attracted to people
I'm
who
on
look
that
like
side
my
right
mom.
thing. It's a
Mom,
My mom has thyroid
happens.
problem.
So we did. That's just
So
somebody.
you like what you like.
He's
So-
all over the place.
So you
Low
like what you
IQ
like.
here?
So you like what you
Some
like.
people like the thyroid
I like
problem.
tacos.
Some people
There
don't.
you
Well,
go.
now that I know that she's attracted
Some people
personality,
like midgets.
I hope y'all don't let my ugliness
I
bother y'all.
got a case. I caught the
As long as
ugly.
you don't stink. As long
Oh,
as
that's
you
the-
don't
I
stink.
think-
That's a turn.
Kevin, stop taking a shower for a month. Let's see
I
where she's
bet.
at then.
It's over.
Some girls like when guys think.
The
That's what I
pheromones,
think.
yeah, the
Yeah.
pheromones, bro. I'm telling
is that
you,
real?
those
Don't shave.
girls, those
Some
girls,
girls do.
those girls
Is that
are.
real?
I've heard
Like,
about it.
Pheromones?
The
Those
ones
guys
that don't
are-
shave
I
their
don't think
armpits
it's
and
I
shit.
think it's real.
No.
for
No,
animals.
like this
Not
is
for-
this.
Well, maybe. I don't
Like
know.
so, like if you go to the gym,
I'm not informed enough to. make
some
this
girls will be like, let's do it now. You sweaty
The
nutsack
pheromones. The
motherfucker.
pheromones. Yeah.
You smell
What
like sour
the hell?
nuts. But some people are like, oh,
And these are girls that are freaky to the max.
Okay.
Are
Like,
you sure though?
yes.
Man,
What?
How do you know?
Because
if they're willing to do a dirty dude, they're willing to eat shit or something. Like, who knows? Get pissed on or something. Like, who knows?
they like some pretty freaky stuff.
Yeah.
That's that R. Kelly shit.
Those are the ones that'll eat booty.
Yeah.
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 Man
Them
booty.
They like the taste of
Brown
ass.
kiss.
Anyways,
You like
back
what you
to
like.
the
You like what
IQ.
you like. You like what you like.
All right, that's a
I didn't
good
finish telling my story.
one. Oh, yeah, all right.
So-
wrap it up
Tell
with the
us.
story.
So yeah,
We're barely at 30 minutes.
well, if we're going to do another one.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do it with
Said
the
they
shower
would say
cap,
this.
right? So my
Oh.
pussy ass decided to
You got a
ghost.
pussy ass? Whoa.
Decided to ghost her. I ghosted her because I just.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're back on Hunger from work.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't finish the story. I didn't finish-
Circle back.
Yeah, I know.
So mean.
So I ghosted her, and
Right.
She could have been the one. Stupid.
Obviously, she wasn't.
She
like
could've-
Tony said, look, no, because
he
it's not what
never-
I want.
Remember, I mean, the same thing happened with me with this other nerdy. Remember,
Oh,
she
yeah.
she came up to me all like, bro, it was funny. Like she came up to me asking for my number, but like she was so shy, her glasses fogged up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was.
Eyes got hot.
That's pretty
It-
cute,
This is
though.
like, yeah, well, it's like,
It's
I'm
like a
like,
meet
I'm like,
cute.
this is like an anime, you know.
Yeah.
But the attraction.
And she had a booger. and
I
shit.
mean, I'm not attracted to her at all.
Man.
You know, at all. There's nothing. Trust me. If I tried, I couldn't make it
There's
happen.
no, like
What-
she takes off her glasses, does a makeover, nothing.
What was not attractive about her?
Anything. She didn't have a good body. She didn't have a pretty face, and there
Right.
is
Some
no
men
like.
would say different.
Ugh.
Some men would say different.
Okay. Do you think?
Why, you know who he's talking about?
Everybody at UPS that wants
Yes,
to get
I know
in.
what he's talking about.
Yeah, some people will fuck anything.
Some
Anyway.
men
Is
will
that
fuck
high
anything.
IQ?
Yeah. That's,
Hell,
I
low
don't know.
IQ.
I think it depends
But
on
I
the
was,
individual.
but I was also really
Why
High
they
like.
doing
IQ, but
I
they
was
produce
so-
low IQ babies.
I didn't even want to reject. Like I was afraid to reject. I didn't want to hurt her, so I gave her my number. I could have said no, I'm
You
good.
don't want her to do seppuku.
But-
You're supposed to hurt her.
But she never hit me up. She never hit
Oh,
me up,
that's
which is
good.
good, which worked out.
That's
And I remember, Daryl, remember when she told you, when she told him that she got my number? Remember what she did?
Oh, she was like, at least I got your number.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Aw.
That's cute.
She was innocent.
I'll see her in 2 years.
At least
probably.
yeah. So what? Alright, so you ghosted her how? Like you
I
work
just-
with her, so how
so
you ghost
we
her?
would
Ran.
text.
He just
Just
ran.
stop texting
Damn near
her.
every day.
No,
I
but
just
you
stopped
work
texting.
together, don't you?
Yeah, and I would try to
Ignored
avoid her.
her.
You just like
I would just try, and then she would like when she would come up to me at work, she'd be like, "We don't text like we used to." I'm like, "Yeah, it's because sometimes I'm just not good at texting." That's my dumbass excuse. I just didn't want.
who
to.
is good at texting though?
I hate texting.
Except for girls.
I'm not.
Girls are great at texting. I hate
Texting is
texting.
stupid.
I'm
Like,
bad at texting.
I would just tell her like I'm not good at texting, and that was a dumbass excuse.
Out of the three of y'all, he's the best.
He's like he
texter.
doesn't know how to text. I forget how
You-
to text sometimes.
Yes.
Damn, I hate
Yes.
texting.
You text the
That
next
says a
day.
lot about
You
these
just
guys.
ignore. You read it and you ignore it, and he'll text me back.
It says red.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't. I think I should have turned that shit
No,
off.
I kept it on just for my contact. I went to your phone and fuck with it.
I know when you read
So I was going to what I said when you said there's people that will fuck anything, right?
it. Yeah.
And I said, is that IQ or low IQ?
I think it depends on the person
I
why
think-
they're doing it.
I think that's low IQ.
Right. Go ahead.
Because you don't know what comes with whatever you do with that person. Or if you end up getting that person pregnant,
You're right.
then you don't want to be with that person. And it's like, you fucked up.
Biologically, it's high IQ because they just need to produce.
Well, I guess.
And
Well,
keep-
then you're going
and
with
keep
your
the race alive.
snake brain, or
Depends on how you look at
It
it.
depends on how you look at it.
What if you?
That's interesting.
You're right. You guys are right. I'm not gonna think that.
From an outside person perspective, though, if I'm looking at you doing that, I'm gonna think you got low IQ.
Yeah, you're missing love in your life or something.
Yeah, we had a supervisor that would fuck anything at work. Remember?
A box.
Oh, I know. I think I know who you were talking about.
Yeah, we all know who we're talking about.
What are you talking about?
I know.
She had some stuff on her neck. Is that who you're
Yeah,
talking about?
What?
Hair.
Blonde?
No, what?
Yes.
She has stuff on her neck.
Didn't you say
Really?
that? You're the one that told me.
Oh, yeah, I do. I remember now. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Is that who you're talking
Yes,
about?
yes. Still
I
only
still
one.
can't believe that was a supervisor of mine.
What was on her
but I
neck?
guess-
It was weird, bro.
Like moles.
It looked weird. It looked like she had spots. Like, it
The
looked
fact
like.
that she
spots.
could anyway was.
But I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's some STD.
That's my
Some
definition.
new STD that she
On her neck.
like,
The back of your
like she was the first one to have it.
All I'm saying is that is my definition of a true ugly bitch.
Not many guys thought though. A lot of dudes were going after that. Bro.
That's what I'm saying. Low
Those were
IQ.
low
And that, yeah, that's what I call
Low
low IQ.
IQ.
Because, yeah, I call them low IQ because they're weak.
couldn't stand her.
Either low IQ or you have no respect for yourself, homie.
They're like, there's not a challenge there. She should be easy.
Wait. Can we go? Do you think? Because remember you said trauma sometimes will play into what you do. You don't think perhaps that girl has some abuse in her childhood?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about her.
And that's
All right,
not,
let's talk
not
about
her
the
fault.
guys that had sex with her.
They probably
They
had
have
abuse
trauma?
too, probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say. We
Nah,
can talk about their
I mean,
feelings.
Yes and no.
Fuck her
There's
feelings.
some
Oh,
guys
wow.
that just
I
want.
think
And y'all
everybody-
think I'm an asshole saying it now, but y'all don't know this bitch.
True that. We don't
True
know.
that.
I was gonna say, is that low IQ or high IQ? Saying
We don't
fuck
know
that
her,
bitch?
so...
Bitch, they talking about fuck me. Hold
Well,
up.
we don't know her story, but we know what we saw and what we witnessed.
And what
He's
I
saying
believe
based
your
on
own
what
story.
he's going off of what he knows.
what I saw and what I believe.
So what we don't know, then we're just.
I could give you a
Assuming?
chance. I
In
did
a
give
way,
you a
we're
chance.
also
You fucked up
like
that
her.
chance.
We don't know. It's not our fault because we don't know.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so emotional intelligence, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not
Speak your
just
mind, son.
love relationships, right?
Mhm.
Of course not.
Lately, I've had to take a break from social media because my emotional intelligence is very low.
I saw that, by the way.
I
thought
know.
you were gonna kill yourself.
I
Don't
know.
worry.
I
told him to text you.
and I want everybody to know, like, well, see, what I'm gonna just explain what
Why are
happened,
we
right?
posting that?
Let me just explain.
Yes,
what
I've been
happened.
wanting to tell me.
Let me just explain what happened because I also got family on Facebook that I just
Pass me that charger.
So basically, I had a cousin
Skinny one.
who I posted on one of her
Yes.
brothers.
Pull it. I'm listening. I'm listening. I am. I
You're
swear.
talking. It's hard to talk when
I'm
you're
sorry.
talking.
I'm sorry.
Listening,
I'm sorry.
Chris.
We're all listening.
Anyway,
I'm
so basically, oh, that's gonna be bad for the audio. It's gonna hear all that. All right. So.
I'm totally paying attention to you right now.
Posting your cousin.
So I got a cousin, right? And he posted this funny meme, right? And then his little sister, who's very liberal, posted something else,
Here
right?
we go. Here we
And
go.
then me, I was like, huh, that's interesting. So I posted a link to this video, and I thought, because she was incorrect, right? And she was like, hey, don't post me and shit. I mean, don't tag me and shit. And I was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know that it was like that. I was just, sharing some information. And then she put out this paragraph. She was like,
Oh, paragraph.
Damn,
She
paragraph.
Was, she was livid.
she was like, I be trying to avoid your annoyingness, and I'm talking to my brother, just joking with him, and you come in here, and and I'm like, damn, I didn't know it was like that. I was like, I wasn't trying to offend you. I don't care what you personally think or believe. I was just sharing the video, and then I was hurt and sober,
You lashed out.
so I lashed out. And I was like, I want her to feel bad, basically.
What did you say?
So I was like, well, if my family don't even want to talk to me, what the fuck am I doing on here? I hate myself anyway. If y'all hate me, I don't blame y'all for hating me. Just being a little bitch, right?
Throw his hand-
Basically.
Yeah.
And after all that, I was like, I don't have the emotional intelligence to let that shit bounce off of me and slide off of me, right?
To not let it phase you.
To not let it phase me. So I took a break, and so it's been since like Thursday.
Yeah, I remember.
Thursday was a way better day because I didn't look
Turn it
at
off.
it.
Did she reply to that?
She did, and I didn't look at it. And then Friday, I haven't been on social media since. So what I'm gonna do is, if I have to post something for the podcast, I'll download Instagram, upload it, and delete it. Post and ghost. Just because I'm just not strong enough.
I understand. Well, that's good you found out about yourself.
Because I'm very sensitive.
Why? What's wrong with you? Don't play.
Trauma.
It's just
I
his
guess.
nature.
Just get over it.
I don't know.
He doesn't
I'm
like-
trying.
He doesn't like confrontation.
Hold on.
I hate conversation.
Hold on.
And then you know what happened at work too, which is crazy.
What happened at work?
All right, no, go ahead. What you got a question?
Just a small one.
Go.
You still get high?
All the time, but not when I'm at work.
I blame weed.
No, when I have these reactions, I'm not high, which is it's a crutch, whatever. This is true. No, one time at work, so yeah, a couple weeks ago. So I have this coworker who's supposed to be helping me with this period of time where I watch a bunch of kids, right? And she doesn't help, and she just be on her phone and shit. So that day, I was like already tired, and I texted my boss, right? And I was like, hey, can you let so-and-so know that she needs to be... not easily. I could have said, hey, do you mind helping me? But I didn't do that. I was like, hey, do you mind telling her that she needs to help me stay off her phone, da-da-da-da. And she was like, cool. But then after dismissal, she calls me and her on the announcements.
Oh.
And I'm like, this lady.
Putting me on blast.
Dude, and I was like, so I stayed outside and I was like, hey, I'm on my break and I'm in the restroom, so I'm not going to be able to go. She was like, oh, that's fine. And she's like, I told her just to stay off her phone. I was like, okay. So then after that, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to go to work. Like, this is just embarrassing. Like, how could she? Now, after thinking about it, she might not have known it was me because there was other people around that could have told. I took a couple of days off. That was like Halloween. So it's been good now, but I'm just like, and she did it again to some teachers on Friday because they kind of like let this kid leave their classroom. It was kind of a bigger deal, I think. But still, it's like, dang, just calling people on the announcements like kids, and it's like, don't put them on blast. But
so maybe now, do you understand what happened with Diego? Do you have a little sympathy for him having an argument with you and decide never come back?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never blamed him for that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just the trauma and shit. I was just because my parents didn't necessarily have high emotional in IQ because they weren't taught it from their from their parents. You know.
You know, I was gonna say something like that too. My parents weren't taught that too well, right? Until I started learning it from him. He kind of taught me, and well, from there, I kind of helped my parents a little bit on some of the things because my parents taught me everything I know, right? Up until what they know, right? But honestly, I gotta be honest. He showed me a lot from when it comes to
a lot more.
Yeah, IQ and stuff. Like it made one thing
emotional IQ.
Yeah. He showed me how to
cry.
How to see other people's point of view. You know,
empathy.
Yeah, he put me on the other person's shoes.
Mm.
From my actions and stuff like that, you know.
There was a quote. Aldous Huxley, I think his name is.
I know that guy.
He said something about once you know somebody's intentions or the truth about something, you'll I don't know the quote, but it's basically if you think about what somebody else, usually it's innocent. Usually you'll understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
If you do that, which is hard to do in the moment because I have anger issues like my dad. It's like when you start getting angry, you get this high, this adrenaline rush,
but we shouldn't blame it on our dad. Right?
I'm not blaming it on him, but it's just a genetic thing that he probably got from his dad. But it's just something that you can tell that I can either stop this or I can let it build, with road rage and shit like that.
It's a flaw that you have.
You have to break the cycle.
Yeah, you gotta break the cycle, but I feel it. It's it's a weird I'm starting to get that fight or flight.
I get it.
I know what you mean.
Mode.
I get my mom's brain when it comes to math. I can't math. No matter how hard I want to, I can't. It doesn't click for me. I get it from my mom.
Algebra is
So I get it.
very difficult.
One of the things I've been working on recently, because I'm someone that's control freak for so long, I had to have everything had to go my way, and I had to have control of the situation.
Why?
Exactly. I don't know why. I'm not gonna blame my parents, but it kind of is one of the. Anyhow, but recently I'm like, you know what? Just let it go. Just because that way it's kind of like having expectations.
Gets easier when you let go.
It's like having expectations of any, not just people, but situations. When you walk in with expectations, you're almost always gonna set yourself up for disappointment.
For failure.
I think high intelligence leads to us overthinking a lot of times,
true.
and trying to control the situation so that it doesn't go all these different ways. But in the end, it's I can't.
But that's why I think
There's a correlation to that.
Yeah.
Tony and I,
The smarter people tend to be
we just
more
go with the
smart.
flow.
Right, 100%.
That's why I think learning to give up control is a way to you're overriding
What
that
you gonna get into?
that programming. We're programmed. Let's just be straight up.
Well, that's because we used to fucking hunt and run from animals and shit, so we don't do that anymore. So that emotion comes in weird ways and forms, and not everybody knows how to control it properly.
True.
But I mean, yeah, it's embarrassing, and at least I can see afterwards. Sometimes I don't know.
This is not even. I'm not knocking anything that you do, but just 2 days ago, it was a year since I stopped smoking bud, and my dad was asking me. He's like, hey, so what difference have you felt? I said, I feel so much more in control of myself. My emotions. I feel so much more in control. I didn't realize how I was just letting that control me. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything I'm going through, I was stressing out, I was sad, I was angry, whatever, right?
Times 10.
I would immediately go and, smoke some weed, But now it's once again, I'm overriding that programming that I put into myself, and now I'm learn to deal with it properly. right? Instead of like, I'll deal with it later. You know, this weed will cure me. Like, put a Band-Aid on it. You know.
Yeah, so I have to smoke it, then I just solve it right then and there instead of like, because you could use it as a crutch, you could use it as a tool.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Depending on what you're using it for. I think a big part of me growing up, evolving, is confronting my debt. Finally saying, okay, I have too much debt. I have help. Somebody told me how I can get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to just go ahead and do it. As embarrassing as it is to talk to somebody about why I got so much debt, I just had to fucking do it. And bro, I feel so free. And so like, just, I don't know. It's part of evolving and growing.
Nobody likes to talk about embarrassing moments.
No, but sometimes you have to. Like you didn't. I know you didn't want to talk about what happened on Facebook or whatever, but you put it out there, and hey, you know what?
Do you feel better?
I do, and I said some lies, and it's so embarrassing because I know that.
Do you want to revise them?
I said some stupid shit like I don't know why I'm here.
You mean when you wrote stuff?
Yeah,
I thought you meant like when you told the story right now.
No,
Oh,
that's
Facebook.
already out. It's too late for that.
And I was
bro.
like,
I should have screenshot it.
nah, thank God you didn't.
I remember it though.
I was like, I've asked God for reasons why I'm here, and He hasn't answered.
I was like, what are you,
That's
15?
that's a complete lie. Yeah, I'm a gothic 15-year-old.
Wait, what did you say? What was that last thing you said?
That God hasn't shown me a reason why I'm here, which is complete.
You posted that on the
You
thing?
posted
Yeah.
that.
How long did you write? Like, what was
It was just,
it?
it was like,
Status
it
after
was within
status?
15 minutes, right? It was just a couple statuses, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just getting off of here. I should have just got off of there.
You think it's still there? Can you still
It is, but I
He
deactivated my
did,
account.
I can't see anything, yeah.
Right.
Ya no sabe su cuenta.
So this person is part of your family.
Right. She had unfriended me years ago already.
Did anybody in your family get back to you about that?
So I didn't know who to talk to, so I told my sister, I was like, I don't know why I'm hurt about
He's like,
it.
looking at my post.
I don't know. I was like,
Nah, it's something else.
I was like, I don't know why this affected me so much, but it really hurt my feelings. And so my sister was like, they're annoying. They're like extremists. They're talking shit to everybody in the family because it's a couple twins, and I love them both. And I'm older, so I should have been the bigger person.
Amen.
So I'm taking, I'm not blaming her at all because that's their generation. That's what they do. That's what they, and they feel strongly about it. So whatever.
But also, it might have been the fact that video you posted originally, it might have gotten under their skin, and that what they said to you was their way of lashing back out.
100%.
You know what I'm
They were
saying?
taking it out on you.
Yeah. And
So if we had maybe understood it from that beginning,
Right.
we would have been like, okay, I got you mad. I'm sorry. I'm not even.
Right. And the fact that when I'm in that situation, I can't step out of it.
You lose reason.
I gotta just
I
step
understand.
away from the whole
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
Is your family like close?
There's some
Like, well,
that are close and some that
that was
aren't.
kind of vague. Is that person? Were y'all like?
Nah, we're not really close.
Like, well, did y'all used to be close? Like that part of the family used to be close to your family?
Yeah, I mean,
Like back
we
in
would
the
stay at their
family
house and
reunions
stuff,
and
and I mean, they're like 10 years younger than me, or even more. So they're pretty young. Like when I went down there for a quinceañera one time to St. Louis, and they were like 6 years old. So there's a big, we're not super close.
Okay.
So, why did she think, or was that post really about you?
So okay, so the post was about.
But he kind of like
So
interjected.
the post
his
was a political
opinion.
post.
Yeah.
Now her brother is
Already
a
a
cop.
problem.
Her brother's a cop,
Uh-huh.
right? He's a
1-2.
right leaner,
12. Oh.
right? He leans to the right. So we posted this thing about Lincoln, about the parties, and she said, "You know the party switch," and I posted this video that said the party switch was a myth, and she was like, "Fuck you, you piece of shit," basically.
They're a
and I'm
myth?
like, oh. There's a video that
Explain it to me later.
I didn't even watch the whole video.
You
I was just trolling. I was just like, you're wrong, and I don't even know why you're wrong.
Sounds like a
You're probably
shit post
wrong.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was wrong, and that's why I'm just like, bro. That's why I got like fucking Game Boy on my phone. So I'm like, if I'm gonna look at my phone, I'm gonna play a little game instead of fucking scrolling.
Yeah.
You know, something that is just not as
Because that I feel like
like Candy
yeah,
Crush, but-
anything but getting on. But I feel like social media has been programmed into so many people now. So it's like I'm gonna grab my phone. And I gotta get on it. So
it does, and I already have like it definitely. I'm very empathic and very sensitive, highly sensitive. So it does affect my ego and my like. Damn, I don't know whether I realize it or not at the time.
it's okay. It's okay.
It's just
okay.
it's crazy.
You're definitely not the only one. Trust me. Many people.
I am gay. I am pretty
You
gay.
happy?
Yeah.
So, since you brought that up, the sensitive, right?
Yeah.
Why I say I blame weed is because when I was smoking weed, I was really sensitive. But then I decided to stop smoking.
That was you.
Yeah, I know. It works different for everybody, right? But I stopped smoking weed, and I don't know. I completely just saw myself right in front of me and said, "You fucking bitch. You look like a bitch. You act like a bitch. Like
You sound like a bitch.
yeah,
When
like
you're high or when
you
you're sober?
I stopped. I sobered up. This was like a good 3 or 4 months in already. Like I just started seeing everything of how sensitive I've been when I've been like when somebody tries to tell me something and I take it too literal and they really didn't mean
Take
it
it
that
so
way.
hard.
Yes. And I realized for me, it was weed that was making me sensitive because, obviously when you're high,
It heightens your senses.
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. And then even afterwards, weed still stays in your system. So once it was out of my system, I just saw that I was being too sensitive.
Right.
So
Oh,
that's
okay.
why I say it's weed. But like you said, you use it as a tool. That's fine.
I was gonna say when I watch movies, it does make me more sensitive. Like if I'm high, I'm gonna cry during a Pixar movie. If I'm sober, I may not cry.
I noticed that too in movies.
So in that way, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too in movies.
But I also like I'll get home and I'll smoke and I'll think about damn, I said this, I caught something dumb, and then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. This happened on Friday. I was I texted one of my coworkers, yo, when I said that, I didn't mean. I just didn't want any. I have that problem too, where I want everybody to like me, and that's impossible.
I think a lot of us have that. We want to be liked.
And
we want to fit
it
in.
sucks because I don't want to be that. I want to be I don't give a fuck, but really I do give a fuck.
Well, here's a question I have, and it relates to that. Maybe I don't know if it's a topic that we've done, but do you think you know your identity? Do you think you know who you are?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, because I think
That should be a podcast. That should be a episode.
All right, let's stop this right now and do it right now.
hold on.
I knew you were gonna do it.
Prank.
Yeah, hold on.
Now we're gonna do mistakes.
We already did that one anyway.
Okay, well let me
Self-identity.
let me elaborate.
So wait.
Oh,
Is there any other IQ, high IQ, or low IQ?
Should I elaborate that on what I was gonna say to you then?
No, I'm just looking at the time.
Like any other ways to have a high IQ? Wait. No, we're talking about emotional IQ.
Emotional IQ. You gotta have friends.
I do got a question about that.
What's up?
Which
What
one?
is your question?
I was gonna let you keep going. What you just
I was just say you have to have friends. If you don't have friends and you don't know another type of emotional intelligence,
You only know your own opinion, basically.
Friends?
Right.
Yeah.
Friends can make your IQ higher.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
what
No, you have to have friends.
Emotional
to make
IQ.
unless you have dumb friends.
Because you need to take other opinions in as
But you
Even
have
then,
to. Yeah.
yeah.
Even then, it's better than to have no friends.
I have homies that tell me stop being a bitch.
You think?
That doesn't mean anything, Kevin.
So I feel like my emotional IQ went up because of that.
Shut
You think
up.
people who
Oh my
go
God.
into the military end up having negative emotional IQ?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it just
And this might be
Fucked
controversial.
up.
It depends if they go to war or not.
I mean,
Yeah.
because they're literally turning you into a soldier. A soldier is supposed to not
They shut
feel,
down everything.
not think.
Mhm.
You just take orders, and that's that.
Do
You
as
so
you're
then
told.
so then that brings me to my next question. People with military parents, that shit rubs off on them.
yes.
Me, for instance.
Yes.
I got military
Oh yeah,
parents.
sure.
That's why I know. That's why you are why you are.
Yeah, that's
Then why you
interesting.
the way you are?
My parents were in the military.
I know, that's my point.
They weren't together.
How am I? Wait.
What's your
Hold on.
excuse?
Hold on. How am I? How am I?
Yeah, what do you mean, bro?
How do you see him?
It's because he's an asshole.
Oh, I can give you that. I was raised by nothing but women. There you go.
Women are assholes. Yeah.
What?
I was raised by women.
No, he's
I
just
was-
catty. He's not an
you
asshole,
didn't
he's
even
catty.
you didn't even blame it on that. You told me that because your fucking cousins were dickheads.
They guess what they were? Guess what they were?
Whamming.
Women.
Girl.
Whamming.
Are your
Girls.
cousins women?
Yes, I have.
thought
I have,
Women.
the boy cousins I have are pretty not hard, they're pretty soft.
They're
Oh,
low-
shit.
All the cousins that picked on me and turned me into that, that.
They were all women?
Yes, all the women that raised me were hard ass women.
Damn. They were hard.
Yeah, women suck. Women suck.
They
just-
can.
I don't think they suck. I love women.
He just had. You just
Hell
had some
yeah, I
interesting-
love
They
women
have
too,
their
man.
own battles
Women
with
make me
each
happy.
other. It's crazy.
It is
It
interesting.
is crazy.
Women are beautiful. You know that?
They are,
On,
but they.
on the outside.
But they are also. I mean, they can be beautiful on the inside, but they have their moments that. Health. What is it? Health
The
have.
beautiful ones on the inside are not that pretty on the outside.
what is it? Hell hath
Because they're
no
so
scorn
humble.
like a woman.
That's true. I think
Most of
A
them.
lot of pretty.
Most of them.
because I always
No,
feel
there's
like
some pretty ones that are very pretty.
I feel like I mean there is that low percent that
It's a low percent.
are humble, but a lot of them get this airhead in today's world because of social media. All these thirsty ass weak guys always telling them, "Whoa, you're so beautiful."
Well, if I was in my 20s, I'd
You
be
know?
so stressed out about dating because I think not all the 20-year-olds, but 20-year-olds are like.
What's the difference between 20s and now? We're still stressed out about dating, bro.
Well, yeah, but I think people our age are like, no, they're fucked up too. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. By our age, they've been hurt so bad that they've like peeled up so many layers. It's like an onion.
You know what happened before
Fine,
too?
onions.
like Shrek.
Remember I told you that there was this girl I went to school with that was we were kind of debating one time because I posted something about Christopher Columbus and well she started calling me a fucking Nazi. And so I was like, well,
She clearly does not know how to debate.
so I was like, you're R-worded then, retarded. You're retarded. And then I just ended up blocking
you
her.
shouldn't have done that.
I wanted to call her a bitch, but I was like, well, you're retarded.
That's-
If you really think that I'm a fucking Nazi, then you're a retard.
I feel like
but
bitch, it would have been better than a retard.
Really?
Honestly,
Why?
yeah.
I think
Honestly,
retard is better than.
I just think
the
a
B
bitch
word.
is like you got a bad attitude, but a retard is like.
First of all,
Go ahead.
nah,
Well, she's
you
stupid for
you
calling
insult
him that.
me. There's no fair ground. I will insult you 10 times harder.
But that's Toney. That's
No,
Toney.
Once
that's
you do that,
because you have the
You can
right.
do it too.
No, but once you throw that word out there, like Nazi or something, it's like, bro, I can call you anything now. You know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
literally.
That's like
what I'm
saying, like, what are you gonna do if somebody slap you?
No
You just gonna
holds
stand
barred.
there and like
You could throw a punch
That's
right
what
there.
Jesus
Yeah, we got
Christ-
yeah, no, yeah.
fucking
yeah.
beat your ass, bro. I'm not gonna hit you once. I'm gonna hit you more than
He
once.
slapped who? Who did he
That's
slap?
what
I'm not gonna give you the
Well,
same
you're gonna
amount
block
of-
yourself, probably. You gotta at least
Took it
block
off.
if a woman's trying to hit you.
If
Self-defense?
a woman-
Yeah.
If I was
Yeah.
a man, I'd hit her back.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Why do you
Chris,
think
you on
you
your own,
self-defense?
though.
Look. My mom taught me not to hit women, and I completely go with that.
I disagree.
But if
I'm gonna shove the
a
shit.
woman is consistently punching you
I'm putting her in trouble.
or trying to punch you, yeah, I think you have the right to go.
I have the right to restrain you.
Yeah,
which
like-
means I will put my
Usually
hands
we're
on you.
strong.
What do you
right?
think about men that decide that do the blocking thing?
What do you mean?
Because what I would do is
He-
like hold her
he's-
down, like.
Yeah,
Stop
well,
Well,
hitting
no,
me.
like men that no matter how many times they get hit they don't hit back. They just try to they either leave or they keep blocking.
oh, but they're
That's high
restrained.
emotional intelligence.
They don't hit it
Restraint
back.
should be the best
They're
thing.
just defending.
Yeah, it's hard to restrain when a chick was all angry. You
What
know?
do I think about those
You
dudes?
restrain her.
Hmm?
What do
Nah,
you
girls
said?
are-
What do I
Yeah,
think
we
about
can
those
do it.
guys?
Usually.
I mean, I'm not saying they're like dumb or anything. I guess
Yeah.
they're trying to avoid something bigger.
The shit I've seen, bro. I'm telling you.
But
The shit he's
I-
saying.
I think you should.
Well, I'll be real. That's what I saw growing up. My mom would always be like either arguing with my dad or trying to whoop. She chased him with the knife into the bathroom one time. You know what I'm saying? She threw a TV, bro.
What?
So check this out. So this is funny. My dad told me the story when he was like, your mom threw a fishbowl at me one time.
Damn.
And then I went, and no. And I went back and I told my mom and I said, Dad told me you threw a fishbowl. She's like, ha! He's wrong with the TV.
Oh, man.
Like-
Fishbowl
that
TV.
Yeah.
makes it better.
But my dad was always the guy that would I remember he would be like, he try to stop the situation. He would never hit her. He never had any intention of hitting her because he grew up with his dad abusing his mom physically.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? But so what he would try to do is de-escalate. But like I said, the women in my family are highly volatile. So I don't know. I always looked at my dad like I admired him. At the same time, I'm like, damn, how you take that shit, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, willpower.
If a woman's coming to you
That's
with a
why I
knife
asked you.
or a
What
gun,
do you think of those
I don't
dudes?
think anything bad. I just think that they have like a.
strong will.
Cause
Yeah,
you know what my mom says. My mom says about she's like, if a woman lets herself get beat, she's a dumb bitch. Like she literally says that.
Oh,
She
shit.
has no respect for. She's like, I have no respect for weak ass women.
Same.
My mom was always willing to fight
I
my
feel, like, I
dad.
feel like that's so cold blooded of my mom though. I'm like, women
My
should have each other's back.
My parents would fight each other.
No, women are different creatures,
I
bro.
agree with your mom on that one though.
Yeah.
I think guys have guys' backs more than women have women's backs.
Doesn't mean
That's
go
fair.
around beating on dudes
Sometimes,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
My mom would tell you that she was justified because my dad was a player. You know what I'm saying?
Was it?
I guess if
I don't
if
agree with
still
your
not
mom
justified.
swinging, you know.
but well, I mean, if your dad made her get to that point, then
It
You
makes
can't
sense.
make
I'm not
somebody
saying
get
it-
to that point. She
I mean-
made herself.
well,
She
I'm not
was already
saying
up
it's
there.
okay either. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, if somebody were to cheat on you, how would you feel?
Right. Yeah.
And especially if you didn't
It's
grow
hard
up-
to act rationally when somebody's being irrational with your love.
And they're like right in front of you too. And
like you playing with my emotions. Yeah.
I feel honestly, and once again, full disclosure here, TMI.
And you went to go post something.
Right, I didn't know.
Were you even thinking at that point?
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
When I found out I was getting cheated on, I felt like I had out of body experience because at that moment I'm like, my natural reflex should be to want to like beat your ass, right? But I was like, but something in me was like, just don't. So I didn't. I literally was just like asking, like, yo, what the hell? Why would you do this? You know, like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is done. We're over, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was a different time though.
Yes, I think if
this
it was
1950.
Oh wait, I don't know about all that.
You would
but
knocked her to the moon.
But every dude at work was like. But at that moment I'm like, shut up. But so there was times when I'm like, should I have done something? You know, did I do the right thing?
No, you did the right thing.
No, I think I did too. But it was funny. I'm like,
you did the right thing.
But your pride for a while, it's like, man, I should have did. She deserves something.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably my pride that was. Yeah, obviously my pride was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying?
But you
like,
would have felt guilty later on.
Yeah, it's
it would have been right here.
Yeah, and in a way, it's kind of like I won because like only you feel guilty about what you did, not me.
Yeah,
you know
you were the bigger person.
For that moment.
In that moment,
I don't know how, but I was.
That was God, because what if you would have hit her and then she would have been like a vegetable or something? You would have felt bad forever.
I wanted Burford her.
You would have to take care of her.
Hit her with that vaunted Burford, bro.
She right here just. She turned into a vegetarian.
On that note,
a Christian.
Wait, here, Kevin, go. Wait, yeah.
Nah, I got you.
Wait.
Much love.
3, yeah.
All right.
3, 2, 1.